Good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Black Link Magazine. I am your host, Marva B, and I'm so excited to be here tonight with a special guest, Philosophy. Um, Philosophy, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate your time.
No, absolutely. And I appreciate you guys for having me.
Absolutely. I am so ready to get into this story. Um,
Okay.
I've read about your journey, and I'm just excited to have you in. I just feel like by
Appreciate that.
you telling your story and sharing it that it helps other people. So go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you do.
Oh, well, I'm philosophy. I'm a hip hop artist from Chicago. And in a nutshell, I'm just trying to spread, some good energy and good vibrations. You know, uh, with hip hop, it's so spiritual and hopefully that, the music can connect and resonate with people. Not only, telling my story, but just um about perseverance. You know what I mean? You go through things in life. It's not about how many times you fail, it's about how many times you get back up. And so, this is just my, story was saying that, I'm getting back up.
That's right. You were in the music business. You went to the
Yeah.
army. You did a lot of things, but you were in the music
Yeah.
business and you finally got a legit um contract, right?
With Universal
With
Motown.
Universal, yes. And so let's go through that. How did you get connected to that contract? To the like the president? Wasn't the president of the label?
At the time, it's been a minute, but at the time it was Bruce Carbone. Yeah, he was the president of A&R. And we was of course, when you're trying to create a buzz for yourself. Back then we was creating a buzz. And of course you meet people that meet people and put you in contact with this person. And we kind of got my team got in contact with a guy that was doing it's funny, but he was doing a pitch for Madagascar. And so I put a couple records in the pool, or put some material together to put it in a hat to present for the opportunity for the soundtrack, or just to be a part of the movie. And that guy introduced us to Ira Antilles at Leo Burnett. He heard the demo reel, asked to introduce me to, asked me to meet me. I went up to Leo Burnett, I met him, and we started, immediately working together. And through that relationship, I started doing McDonald's commercials and started doing some other things. And at the time, me and my producer, we were working on a record that we used a Minnie Riperton sample called La La La. And they heard that record. He sent it over to his attorney, which was Jess Rosen. And
Mhm.
it's been histories from there. And then of course, once I met with Jess Rosen, he sent it over to Bruce Carbone. And Bruce Carbone heard the record. We scheduled a meeting with him, and he signed me.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
you got the contract, or the label signed you. You open up for Fat Joe, Jada Kiss, and all those names, those big names, and then off to an after party. What happens?
So my memory fades, because it was so long ago, and I really don't like, it is me personally. I try to look at the glass as half full. So that was a negative, that was negative energy. But I was at the time, and rest in peace, I was actually on my way to the after party with Anthony Mason. And again, I wasn't the intended target, so I never looked at it or
Yeah.
dig too deep into it. I just took it as, I survived it, and I moved on. So um, yeah, and somebody, just was, I guess, I don't know what they were shooting for, what the thing was, but I wasn't the target. So
Yeah.
I ain't think nothing else of it. I survived.
So once you got past that, what happened with life? Because there was a transition that you had to go through in order to get well. Once
Uh,
you were up and moving around again, what did you decide to do with your life at that point?
well, with anything, and after that, it was a pivotal time, because if you look at life, it comes in chapters, right? So I didn't know then, but I know now. That was just the chapter a chapter in my life. And what I did was figure a way how to bounce back, right? You have no idea, like you have a vision. I mean, for me, I don't know about everybody else, and if I can share with everyone, you have a vision of where you want to be at in life, and you have no idea how you're going to get there. You just know you're going to get there. And so I just started rebuilding. First thing was to be able to learn how to walk again. That was the most important thing. And doctors saying they don't know if I'll be walk or if I'll be, with a permanent limp or whatever the case may be. But I just start rebuilding my life, and thinking positive. And that direction led me to, helping veterans, and which I love.
Yeah, awesome. And you also are helping you. I noticed where you were helping young people, um, particularly young boys in the community of Chicago and where it's kind of rough. Well,
Yeah, Inglewood. Yep.
yeah, and so you guys, you connected with a friend and you guys came up with um, this movement that you were gonna go on, and try to reach the guys in the streets. Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, I partnered up. I mean, this currently, I partnered up with Mima Music, and what she does, she's a nonprofit organization, and what she does, she goes out to the any city. She actually goes out to Chicago public school systems, and she showed kids how she educate kids on social justice using 70s music, which is fantastic, and you get them engaged. And then while you have them engaged, you try to help them build some type of sense of awareness of what's not only what's going on, but also what it will take to navigate the rough streets of Chicago. Because everybody know, I don't know if everybody, I'm pretty sure, yeah, everybody, seen the movie Boys in the Hood. Everybody know Doughboy's story, and everybody know, Ricky's story. But, what about Trey Styles? I'm resemble of that. My life resembled his. You grow up in that environment, and you just trying to figure a positive way how to make it out, instead of what the media showed us is the only way to make it out.
Yeah. So let's talk about mindset um because we come up in these predicaments, in these situations, and there's a lot of people that do, whether it's Chicago, whether it's Oklahoma,
Yeah,
you have these
every urban city is the same. Yeah.
right. What do you tell young guys about their mindset and getting out of that? Just because this is where you are, this is not where you have to stay.
Right. That's what I mean about vision. And so even when I still go back to the neighborhood that I'm from, and anytime that I can get their ear, I think it's our duty and responsibility to share that wisdom and knowledge. You know what I mean? And I tell them to stay. I tell them to find something. The problem with my path versus now, there's not many resources in the community that where we grew up at. You know what I mean? All of those things have been exhausted. I mean, I learned how to swim at the YMCA
Yeah.
and the park district. You know what I mean? They don't have those programs. We played little league baseball. You know what I mean? And in the park district, they don't have those outlets. So I just try to encourage them. I just try to encourage them to find some type of positive outlet to hold on to help you navigate the inner city. When you get pressed with temptation, stay true to self. Everybody have that gut feeling of sense of direction, but we tend to get distracted,
Mhm.
by other things. You know what I mean? And so you just try to tell them to stay focused on what it is that you want to do in life, and hopefully it resonates.
Yeah. And I know it's hard, it's whenever that's all you know. And it's true whenever there's nothing to keep them doing that's positive, you take all the programs away, you take all the
Yeah.
mentorship away, when now all they have is idle time, then things happen. Welcome to Black Link Magazine, the right magazine for the right purpose, where we elevate your business to the next level through advertisements, interviews, and features. Contact us, blacklinkmag.com. So what are else currently are you doing? Do you have going on? Are you back in the music business trying to connect in that area?
So I wouldn't. So the thing is, I'm an avid hip hop. You know what I mean? I love the art form. So I never stopped writing. You know what I mean? It's sort of therapy for me, and I kind of like coined it. I coined it sonic therapy. I coined it, you know what I mean? I'm trademarking it sonic therapy. So I never stopped writing. And so what I just want to do, I just want to put good energy in the world. So,
Yeah.
you know, I ran across this record, I recorded it, and then I thought that I share it. So it's not so much about being so much in the music business, so to speak. I mean, I know what that entails, but more so is just trying to, you know, spread some good energy and positive vibrations, because it's, you know, it's dark times right now. You know, we're coming through a pandemic. We're trying to get through a pandemic. Um, you know, with all the gun violence, not like you said, not only just in Chicago, but worldwide. I mean, not even just country or nationwide. I mean, this is you know, this is the norm now. So, you know, I just, so, you know, with creating this record, I just hope that it can inspire people and give some sense of hope that, you know, going through all of this, you know, just a smile would, you know, hopefully make somebody's day.
Yeah. You know, it's that law of attraction thing. What you put out is what
Absolutely.
you put out good, you're gonna get good back. I don't care who's acting like what. If it's negative, I don't want it. You
I
know,
don't want it. I don't want any parts of it. And then even me, and I owe, you know, I apologize. I apologize to hip hop, you know, because when I was trying to, you know, put my foot in the music business, I was trying to be, you know, cater to an audience that wasn't necessarily uh, equal to, you know, to my spirit, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, so now it's about putting out you know, positive vibrations, and like you said, laws of attraction it is truly, it's a fact.
it's
You know
fact.
what I mean? The things you put out in the world will definitely come back. And again, going
Fact.
back to the youth, you know, going back to the youth and people, you know, you want to encourage them, be mindful of what you speak, you know,
Yes.
be mindful of the actions that you take.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a
E-
boomerang.
Yeah. Even the Bible says, you know, the tongue is a powerful weapon. You speak what you want, like you speak it into existence. And I know that to be true from my experience.
Me too.
It was something that I wanted. I spoke it and I acted as though it was, and it happened. And not just once. It was because I kept speaking it and believing it. I was doing things in my power to make it happen. Then what was not in my power, I just believed it was going to happen. And but in every situation, I don't care what my situation is, I still try to treat people good. It matters. It matters.
It does.
And
And that's another thing. You know, I try to look at it from, you know, I value my things, you know, I may value things that differently than most. You know what I mean? I value relationships,
yeah,
right? You know what I mean? I wholeheartedly do. You
yeah,
know, I'm looking, I look for financial stability to buy back my time. You know what I mean? So that, you know, not so that I can, you know, have all those lavish things. Of course, everybody wants those things, but my main goal is to have more time with, you know, with the people you love, to have more time to do,
yeah.
actually, to be creative and do the things that
Right.
you want to do. So those things are important. Health, you know, health is important. You can't do anything if you don't have a healthy mind, body, and spirit. You
And
know what I
that's
mean?
that's it. Yeah, I always talk about taking care of your whole self, not just, oh, I got to walk and eat right, but your mindset. It's nothing wrong with getting counseling if it's something I just need to breathe and I just need to talk to somebody. It's
Absolutely.
good to do that. And then you also said, you said something to the fact of like what you value relationships. I value what people think about me, like not crazy stuff, but like, am I a good person? Am I being good to people? And
Right.
that's what I want for people to think about me. And so I put it out there and I try to set that example for those that come under me. And so
Absolutely.
I like that, that's what you're instilling, because when we lead by example, even though we don't think they're watching.
They are. They
They're
are. And it's mostly and it's really important for those that's in your immediate circle, right? I mean,
watching.
because them the people that spend a lot of time with you. And so, you know, the world, you know, getting accepted by the world means, you know, it doesn't come you know, it comes second to those that mean, you know, that's important, that you with every single day. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, sorry
okay.
about that. Yeah, yeah. So it's, you know what I mean? So I mean, again, but you know, relationships are very important, and you know, we have to maintain those healthy, and it's important to to create and establish healthy relationships, right? It can't be toxic. It
Yeah.
can't be, you know, can't have that negative energy. And the
No.
thing is, I think we do, and I'm guilty of it. How many times that we stay around, in environments
Oh,
and situations where you got that gut feeling telling you like, hey, this might not be the best, but we stay for whatever reasons that may be.
and I mean, eventually it gets to the point where like it falls apart because it was too toxic. Like if I'm trying
Yep.
to put out
Yeah.
positive vibes and I'm around somebody that's toxic every day, all day, wake up mad, go to sleep mad, complain about this. Don't you know that if I stay around that, that's how I'm gonna be? Like I'm gonna
Right.
start doing that because that's the energy that's put out that I'm surrounding myself with. So we have to be mindful that we're surrounding ourselves with like-minded people
People. Right.
that are doing the same thing that we're doing or thinking the way that we think, want to put out good, want to do good, want to serve others, the positive stuff.
Right.
So
And it's amazing that you said that, because what I've learned, is that it is a lot better to give than receive.
oh,
I know it sound like a cliche, but man, the benefits and the rewards that you
so
receive,
true.
for giving, I mean, it's amazing. And
Yeah.
so again, and so that's what my purpose is. It's not so much about being in the business, more so about spreading good, some love and good energy, especially like I said, during the times like these.
We gotta find some good somewhere. And there is good. You just gotta
It
want
is
to be good. You gotta want to do that. I mean, we can
right,
choose, it's a choice. And either you're gonna choose to be happy, be friendly, be kind, you want to give, and you want to serve others, or you just want to be mean and who cares? I don't
right.
want to live my life like that, and I don't want to live before people like that.
Legacy is important. I tell my friends all the time that I'm in the process of living my obituary. You know what I mean? Like what I'm doing now, will people, you know what I mean? I'm conscious of that. So what I'm putting out now in the world, I already know what they're gonna say,
That's what they'll say.
at my memorial service. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it's all about for me, is creating a positive legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'll last beyond me. And I know that I had a gift, with words and writing. So I'm using that platform to try to, again, spread some good vibrations, and like I
Yeah.
said, and hopefully it'll last beyond my years.
Yeah. So what are you doing to get the song out there? So what is your process?
Well, I mean, and again, looking at it from an art, from an artist, creating art standpoint, you know what I mean? We're just trying to get it on as many ears as we possibly can. You know what I mean? Because again, we're talking about sonic therapy, right?
Mhm.
So if we're talking about sonic therapy, if you listen to this record and you're going through that, anxiety, or you're going through that depression, or you're going through, some type of sexual assault, or childhood trauma,
Yeah.
you're going through PTSD, whether that's been in the military, and a lot of things, a lot of things that's not, advertised or mentioned a lot, is that, people that come from environments like ours also suffer from PTSD. So if you're going through those things and you listen to the Smile record, hopefully it gives you some inspiration of hope,
Yeah.
that, man, despite of going through this, I can smile. Despite that I had a troubled past,
Yeah.
I can smile. You know what I mean? And even and the thing is, in the hook, it says even through the good times. So you learn that, like, through the good times you want to smile, and through the bad times you want to embrace that. Because I'm gonna tell you, I haven't learned nothing from success. Everything that I ever learned was from failure.
Yeah. It's the
Everything,
truth. It is so
everything.
the truth. And it's listen, we're not saying to people that's listening, we're not saying that you're not gonna, go through hard times, you're not gonna fail, that you should just always be happy. It's not gonna be like that. But you
Oh no,
gotta
no.
figure out that if I'm in a bad situation, where are my wins? What are the good things I can pull out of that? And what can I learn from it so that I don't pull that stuff with me? Because you're gonna go through it. That's
Right,
just
absolutely. Yeah, life,
but it's
life,
what
life,
you
go,
do with it. It's
life gonna happen. Life is gonna
like
happen to us all.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I also think, and for me, and I can honestly tell you, if you talk to those that's closest to me, they'll tell you, you have to have a positive outlook, and have a sense that I'll make it through.
That's right.
If you don't have that, you already defeated. You know what I mean? You gotta know that, as long as I have oxygen in my lungs, I still got a shot. You know what I mean? And I still can make life better. And
Yeah.
so that's what we want to encourage folks. Yeah,
Yeah.
life is going to happen to us. That's no doubt. And the thing is, bad things happen to good people.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
tell
Like,
me
yeah,
about it.
we not exempt. We not exempt from hardship. That, and I hope that's not the message that I'm communicating. No, no, we're gonna go through hardship, but it's all about perspective and how you look at those hardships.
Yeah, nobody's exempt. We're all going to go through it. We're all going to have our hardships. It's what you do with it. It's what you
Yep.
do. And you can stop a lot of generational curses if you just have the mindset that I refuse to live like I was living, and moving forward, my children, my little cousins, my whoever, I'm going to make sure that I'm setting these examples to show that we don't have to stay here. We don't have to be in this. We don't have to live like this. It's what we choose to do. And so
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. We have to escape those generational curses. You know what I mean? And it's not. I'm not. And it's not easy. You
no,
know, it's not. You know, because we're all product. At the end of the day, we're all products of our childhood.
yes,
You know what I mean? So everything that we've been through as a child, we unfortunately, we carried over into our adulthoods. And so trying to, and especially, being from, African descent, is, we go through a lot more than others. And so that constant getting beat up, I mean, and not literally, you know what I mean? But I mean, but well, yeah, literally too. But constantly going through those things, you have a mindset,
yeah,
and you try to do the best that you can to navigate that.
yeah. Well, I could go on and on about this conversation because I really care, and I really hope that people listen to this all the way through and get the message. There's a message in this that where you are, you don't have to stay. It's choices. If you want good to happen to you, just put good out there and see what happens. And so, Philosophy, tell everybody where they can find you on social media. How can they contact you if need be?
Okay, so on IG, I'm on Philosophy Shy 312, YouTube, and all of the digital music platforms is Philosophy 312, and that's Philosophy PHILOSOPHY 312.
All right. Anything that
Yes,
you
man.
want, any last words you want to leave with the people that are listening? What do you want to put out there before we go? You
Love.
already put a lot out there.
I don't know about that, but just love. Love. Spread as much love as we can. It's a lot of darkness in the world. I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the light. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So, it's about love, hip hop unity. It's a lot going to hip hop, and I love the music. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, I can't stress that enough. Good vibrations,
yeah.
high spirited, high energy.
So I'm
That's
gonna say two words. I'm gonna give you two words, and you tell me the first thing that comes to your mind before we get out of here.
okay.
Destruction. The first one is destruction. What's your first thought?
Love,
Okay. The next one is confusion.
positivity.
I love it. I love it. So you
Yeah.
guys, this is Philosophy. You want to go check him out on IG, Philosophy 312.
What IG is Philosophy Shy 312.
Oh, sorry, Philosophy Shy 312. And
Yes, CHI.
the information will be in the once we get it out there, his information will be also be in the interview description. So again, Philosophy, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate keep doing what you're doing because they need you. They need you. You're here for a purpose. There's a reason that you do what you do. So keep doing that thing. And you guys, thank you for being here and listening in. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about this topic. In the meantime, we're going to get out of here. Respect yourself, respect each other. We are out.